All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a little quick review of what we talked about in class today. We started deconstructing numbers. It's a concept that you've done before in your previous grades. I just want to remind you of it before we go on to scientific notation tomorrow. So the question we did in class was, how many ways can we deconstruct the number 4,521? And I had a few people come up, and we did it. And the first person, can't remember who it was, just did, broke them into their place value units. So this is 4,000 plus 500 plus 20 plus 1. And we did a few examples, and we learned that that is just called expanded form. So that was today. And that's what a grade 5 concept, maybe even a little bit lower, depends on how big a number you have. The second way that we came to is to similarly break it apart, do distributive property, but do them with their base 10 numbers. And when you do them with your base 10 numbers, these will be 4 groups of 1,000. So you represent that by 4 times 1,000. 4 times 1,000 we know is 4,000, so it looks like it's going to be the same. And then you just add them in each category. So 500 is really 5 times 100. And then so on. Then you add 2 times 10. And then you add 1 times 1, which sounds kind of silly to do 1 times 1, but it just keeps with the same pattern. Anyhow, this is called expanded notation. So it starts with the same word, and that's why some kids get them confused. One is expanded form, where you just break them into numbers, and one is expanded notation, where you break them up into their base 10 units. All right, so we're going to take just a couple quick more examples of those, and then I'll move on. So if we take the number 39,250, and if we just want to do it in expanded form, I'm going to put EF. Remember, in expanded form, we just break these down into their simple units as place value. So going this way to review, that's our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s column. And remember, we had that really good clarifying question when someone says, well, I'm having a hard time because I don't remember where the decimal is. The decimal, when it's not written, is to the far right of whatever the number is. If it's not put down, it is inferred to be at the right of the number. So that's going to help some people out, and that was a great clarifying question. Anyhow, you start from the top, or the largest number, so that's way over here, and we know that's our tens column. So this is 30,000, and the next one's in our thousands column, and that's 9,000. And so on, 250. There is no purpose to write plus 0. So we're just going to not include the ones column because there are no ones. Anyhow, in expanded notation, that's where we're going to take the same sort of concept and now take 3,000 as a base, or sorry, 30,000 as base 10 numbers. So in order to get 30,000, we have to multiply 10,000 times 3. So it's 3 times 10,000. In order to get 9,000 as a base 10 number, it's 9 times 1,000. 2 times 100 plus 5 times 10. This way right here, our expanded notation is going to really work into scientific notation, which is tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so the ones that we did here, this one, expanded form, expanded notation, past work, scientific notation, and working with more of exponents, that's tomorrow's where we're going to be going. This was part of our notes. It's posted. You have this at home, and we practiced. I think we did a few more practice ones with these numbers right there. And these were your 2 questions for tomorrow. it wants you to take this one and put it in expanded form and expanded notation. I don't think people are going to have a problem with that one. But here is where some people today start to say, well, I'm not quite sure how to represent that in expanded form or expanded notation. So I asked you to go home and take a shot at it. You can ask your brothers and sisters for their opinion. You can look it up. You can take a great guess at it. But somehow try to understand and bring us something to talk about tomorrow of how you're going to put that decimal 0.025 into expanded form and expanded notation. Remember, always review your work. If you're having a hard time, come see me before class tomorrow because we start into scientific notation. Thanks for a good day. Bye-bye.